Flashnick0, how you doing? Hey guys, quick question. What are your top 5 favorite movies? Yes, animated ones count. Cheers. Wow. Straight up.
Okay, well, you don't want us to start the day? The heck?
That is a really big question. And I don't often list things in my brain because I've grown to not like listing in a lot of ways because it's literally just
Depends on the day too.
It's almost like you know what it is?
I didn't think of this thing, you know.
You know in The Sopranos when like Tony's like, remember when is the lowest form of conversation. Remember when, right? It's one of those things. It's like listing is just like, yeah, man. It's like, well, what do you just... No, if anything, it's a direct jab at fucking Versus Wolves, my own podcast. Listing shit sucks. I hate it. I can think of 5. Yeah, anyway. So anyway, all that precursor to say blah, blah, blah. Yeah, here's 5.
They're going to be like just random movies.
Not in order
and not the best movies ever. Just 5 movies that we like.
Yeah.
Can we just go there?
Sure.
Not necessarily favorite.
Yeah. Alien.
Okay. So, okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Tampopo, which is a Japanese movie about a ramen shop and this girl learning how to make ramen.
You told me about that one.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's a pretty good one.
Okay. For the longest time, my number 1, Children of Men.
Oh, that's a really good one.
Shit had an effect. Okay. Children of Men.
Okay. I recommended the movie to someone recently, so I'm gonna put it out there. I'm gonna say Whiplash.
Yeah, you also recommended that.
With J.K. Simmons.
I should watch it to see what that gif is about.
Yeah, kid grinding the drums at a school, and J.K. Simmons goes in and he goes in.
Okay. This one's a new addition to the list, but in retrospect, modern things you have a tendency to kind of hit and be like, oh, that's really cool, but it's not going to go anywhere in the most impactful because we're in the like more recent era where things are, just that things barely go all the way up nowadays, right? But I'm like, no, I think the first Slam Dunk is one of the best movies I've ever seen.
I see.
Like
seeing it with you, it was what an experience.
Yeah. And I went back. Because
it's on Netflix right now.
Yeah, it's on Netflix right now. And like in retrospect, it is not just holy shit, what a great anime movie. The first Slam Dunk is one of the best movies I've ever seen. Yeah, I think I can sit on that.
Okay, that's good. All right. I'm not going to go in the good movies this time. I'm going to go in the iconic kind of movie that I grew up on and that I liked. Rocky 4.
Sure.
What, it's US versus the Soviet Union.
Hear about those.
With Ivan Drago and, and Apollo going down. It's one of those. I grew up on the Rocky movies with my older brother who was really into them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, even 5, they all have like a reason why I'm attached to them. They're all like...
A lot of people, Rocky is a cultural staple. A lot of people, and I do feel like I'm missing out by not having those movies under my belt.
Yeah.
Same thing for Rambo as well.
I never saw the Rambos actually.
I saw the new one that came out like after
when he was 65 or something.
The one where he's like in Vietnam or so.
Okay.
Yeah, where he's in or Cambodia, I think. Anyway, but the main reason why I liked going back to Rocky now as well is because I want to see Creed because everyone says how good the Creed movies are, and so like
you've only seen the first Rocky, right?
Only seen the first Rocky.
Okay.
So to get to Creed, I have to get through like the rest of those. Oh man, and now I'm like struggling. I said the 3 that like
come to you right away.
That hit the hardest. That come right away, and now I'm like, now we're in the realm of just like really good movies that I really really love. That I'm like. I'm gonna put that I wouldn't necessarily put over everything else necessarily, but I
like Requiem for a Dream.
Yeah, that was good. That was really good.
I saw it once. I never want to see it again.
Okay.
Because I was so depressed for like 2 weeks after.
Yeah.
I was like,
I would say and like Everything Everywhere All at Once was like a really really good movie.
That's a really good one.
I don't know about best ever, but it's really good.
But good movie. Yeah.
Yeah. Fury Road, top 5. Yeah,
that was a really good one.
That is a flawless film. Yep.
I saw it again recently. I'm like, yeah, that holds up. That holds up. Okay. Guilty pleasure again. When it's one of those movies I would pass dubbed in French every like Christmas when I grew up, and I would watch it with my mom. Black movie, Coming to America. It's not a great movie, but it's really iconic. You know, black movie, pretty funny, and
it's funny.
Prince Hakeem is actually like, he's a stand-up guy. Like growing up, I'd be like, hey, I'd like to be like Prince Hakeem. You know, like everybody around him was like womanizer and like being a dick and whatever. But him, he was like, he had good morals, he had good values. He was like, I want a woman that I respect. I don't want like a toy that's just gonna obey to my everything. And I was like, hey, he's pretty cool. You know, like well. And it's really funny with a bunch of like funny lines that are quotable in French. So.
Yeah, so the French version.
The French version.
Yeah, Prince of New York.
Yeah. Un Prince à New York.
You know, it is an 80s comedy at the end of the day, you know, ultimately. But I see you there, Marion. Pacific Rim is fucking great. I love what it represents more than what it is itself. I think it's an awesome fucking mecha movie that we needed here in the West. I just, you know, for that to take on like a cultural impact, if it released as it was with like, I guess almost like practical effects in like the 80s or like 70s or so, that would have changed us, you know? But now it's kind of like, yeah, robot love is not,
you've seen it.
It's not that, you know, that rooted, I suppose. Like there's some Ava love and there's some Godzilla love here and there, but it's kind of gone to the camp kind of quirk side of things. But it's rad. It's rad. I don't know that I would put it in the absolute top though. Yeah, I don't know what I would put in that fifth slot. I don't know. And
it's the fifth slot just for today. It could change at any other day.
It could change for yeah. You know, it could change tomorrow. Who knows, man? Man, you know, there's timeless movies like timeless action is great. Yeah, The Matrix is timeless. Terminator 2 is timeless. Aliens is timeless. You know, but like when I think about what goes up there, I'm thinking about like, you know, shit that like fucking opened my eyes.
Anything Tarantino, anything Scorsese, anything.
I mean, those are all great.
Yeah,
those are all great. They're comfort watches.
Yeah.
You know, you can comfort watch Goodfellas anytime. You can comfort watch that. A lot of Tarantino is amazing.
What about one movie that's usually people say, yeah, number one, Shawshank Redemption.
Shawshank is powerful. Shawshank is very good.
Shawshank is one of those movies that if like, well, I used to zap on TV. I don't do that anymore. But if it would be on TV, I would be like, yeah, I'll just leave it there.
Yeah, Shawshank would be like 6, probably. I feel like there's something that can go right above that somewhere in my brain, but Shawshank is right outside.
Like I think about it, but I'm making an effort to not put it in the top 5 because I'm like, everybody says Shawshank Redemption,
but they're not wrong.
But it's pretty good.
Really good. It's really, really good. There's got to be something that hits me much more directly in there somewhere, and you know, I mean, or even like stuff on like a technical level, like Paprika on a technical level.
Across my mind.
Yeah, you know, shit like that, right? So, I don't know. It's rough, but anyway, there you go. You've completely.
You've had a few out of us.
Yeah. The good, the bad, and the fucking ugly is pretty high up there too. If you've got 6 hours to kill, you know, difficult though, very difficult. Old Boy. Yes, that's what it is. That's the one. Original Old Boy. That's the one. Definitive.
I'll go with Old Boy American version. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Okay.
It's a joke.
Shut down the stream. Yeah. That's where we're going. Children of Men, Alien, Slam Dunk, Old Boy. And what did I say? Fury Road. Yeah. There we go. The Thing was fucking great. It was fucking great. The Thing was very, very good. It was also pretty high up. Yeah. But those are going to be my 5. All right. God damn it, Ash Snake. What a just. Hey, y'all.
So many good movies.
Rank the most debatable topic of all time. Yeah. Vexilus, how you doing? Yo, Woolie, my top 5 rarely changes. 1, 2, and 3. Children of Men, Leon the Professional, and Shoot 'em Up. Random that Clive Owen is in 2 of them. Doesn't matter what order. 4 is Get Out, and 5 is Princess Mononoke. All very, very good. Yeah.
Shoot 'em Up, is that the one where Paul Giamatti is the bad guy? And there's like Monica Bellucci? Or am I thinking of something else?
Yeah, I got recommended to check out Shoot 'em Up as well. In fact, I think I had that sitting around somewhere and I just never got to it.
It's a pretty dumb movie.
Mm-hmm. I heard, yeah, crazy dumb gunplay. Mm-hmm. So yeah, you say Princess Mononoke, and my brain goes like, oh, like just Ghibli, you know. And when I think of Old Boy, I think of the Vengeance trilogy, you know. 2001: A Space Odyssey is fucking incredible.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Clockwork Orange is really, really good.
I'm gonna go with 12 Angry Men.
12 Angry Men is really good.
Yeah, I like that movie a lot.
The Shining is very, very good. Casino is overrated. It is not as good as Goodfellas. It is very good, but it is not as good. It is good in a echo of the original one kind of way. Let's not mince words here. Come on. Goodfellas is way better.
That's true.
What's the point? And for a while, I believed that's the kind of love I had.
That goofy fucking intro is so fake, and it sets you up for this like, you know, the exploding car is just not. It doesn't look. It looks so like prosthetically like rough, you know. But then the Take My Breath Away scene is great. So, you know, you've got some trade-offs. Yeah, and then yeah, you know, like you throw Tarantino movies in there for sure. Kill Bill probably, like, even though it's not structurally the best, it's full of my favorite shit.
And the tropes.
Yeah, so Kill Bill is nowhere near as tight as like Reservoir Dogs, for example. You know, it has pacing problems that it had to get split across 2 movies, and we never got to see the whole bloody affair. But the shit that's in Volume 1 is just super duper up my alley, and watching it, I remember just being like, I can't believe it just cut to anime and it's doing kung fu.
Yeah,
like it's doing all this shit that was just like, oh whoa, reference at the time was, you know, like rare to see. So that's special. Okay, Woolie, for spitting, I think Children of Men is mid. Take a lap, bro.
Yeah.
Take a lap.
12 seconds later.
Hey, fellas, enjoy the Bezos Bucks. Happy Halloween. 'Tis the season. With that being said, what are both your Halloween movie essentials? Like, isn't the season without these movies? I do not have much Halloweenism celebration within me because I was raised... I was raised by a group of people that felt that it was the most evil night of the year and the worst thing ever, and that if we celebrated in any way, shape, or form, we were damning ourselves for eternity. So
the complacency of fools will destroy them. Proverbs.
Get out of my house. Exodus.
You know, the idea of like watching a movie on Halloween or any sort of doing anything for that is just not been part of my experience. I don't know. What about you?
Yeah, no, I went for Halloween when I was young. That was fun, getting candy. But movie style, I never really got into horror movies personally.
Like
people were like into Scream. I watched like a few Saws and I was like, okay. But you know, like watching movie with a blanket and like a cat jumps through the window and scares you, I was like, that's not, I'm not into the feeling of fear and jump scares.
So correct me if I'm wrong, because I know I might be wrong and stereotypes might say otherwise, but like, for the culture.
You know, I was thinking about it. I wasn't going to say it.
You were going to say it, right?
I was going to say it, but...
It's some white people shit. Like,
it's some white people shit.
We don't really do that shit, guys.
We don't...
You know? Even the whole, like, like, throwing the pop... Don't go in there! Fucking talking at the movie theater shit. It's like, yeah, no, we're not really going, man.
No.
Lord, I'm having a heart attack. Oh, I am scared.
We're not really
like something's
going.
carried downstairs.
It's not a thing, you know? Like
That thing is living downstairs. I'm not going there.
Shout outs to Jordan Peele. Nope is incredible, and Get Out, and the entirety of like, let's make these movies, you know, that like scratch on a horror that you didn't know existed. Yeah. The novelty is not lost. They're incredible.
Yeah, I meant that. That's what I meant when I did that.
But horror culture is it, yeah. That's super duper white where I came from, man. Like
so many Scream movies, so many Halloween movies, so many fucking chainsaw stuff, and I'm just like,
I don't know how to describe. It's like, you guys, if you grew up and like went to, you know, Tommy's place and watched a horror movie and got scared or stuff. It's like, I mean, we had that one time. We had the time like there was one my aunt's boyfriend loved horror, and like he would put on like The Exorcist or Dr. Giggles and try to scare everybody in the house. And like that was his thing. He wanted to like freak everybody out, you know? And like when The Exorcist is literally inviting demons into the home, is how it feels, you know, mind you. But otherwise, there's no connection there, right? So
Freddy Krueger. I'm like, there's definitely like good horror stuff out there, but unfortunately, all the mainstream American stuff didn't appeal to me.
I've come to since
like, is Pan's Labyrinth considered like a horror or suspense?
I would say so.
That was great.
It was great. That was great. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
But it wasn't like, oh, jump scares.
If I have friends that pull me to be like, yo, come check this out, then I will. But I'm not usually seeking it out ever. And I don't think like, I want a good scary thing right now.
Yeah.
I never felt that once. Like I just didn't, you know? And I think the way I was raised has a lot to do with that. So
your mom was like afraid of devil stuff.
Oh yeah.
My mom was like, oh, there's some like crazy people that will do magic and voodoo and shit. I'm not afraid of the magic and the voodoo. I'm afraid of the people that give it credibility. And I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I don't want to hear about that.
Voodoo ritual?
Yes, voodoo ritual. I was about to sacrifice this chicken.
But that chicken's not alive.
I know that chicken is not alive, smart little girl. What, you figured it out when you saw it didn't have a head?
I'm talking about like, yo, you can't play Diablo. There's a pentagram on the box, you know.
GG.
It's like, no, you're killing the devil, though. It doesn't fucking matter.
Hits blunt. Yep, blunt hits is what it sounds like you're doing over there.